What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Thursday night. We're here for the initial injury report. Remember, the game is on Monday, so all shows are being pushed back a day. But I appreciate you all taking the time here tonight. Appreciate you leaving comments, hitting the like button, sharing this stuff, becoming channel members, all the stuff you're doing to support the channel. Cannot thank you enough. And going into week 14, a lot of turmoil, a lot of people losing their minds. And look, this team has definitely struggled on offense. We've all seen it. And the defensive struggles last couple of weeks, I get it. I understand. But I also understand it's a week-to-week league. And if we can get healthy, get things rolling at the right time, we're going to be just fine. So I'm not of the mindset that we should quit on this team like everyone else does. But you sickos riding with me, I appreciate you still here. I remember last year, there was only a few of us at this point in the season. A lot of people missed out on being part of that, greatest Eagles team of all time. So unfortunate. Hopefully they don't miss out again this year. But hey, we'll see. This news right here might have people lose their mind. Titus Leo signed to the practice squad, and I know that's going to upset some people. They have absolutely no idea what the practice squad is. This guy is not starting over Nolan Smith. He is not taking the job from Brandon Graham. He's on the practice squad. He's been on the practice squad and off the practice squad every other effing week. Let's try to catch up here to all the people upset about practice squad signings. They happen every week. Every year. It's just, all right. I don't know how to explain it anymore, but he's not an all-pro. He's not starting over I don't understand the confusion. Practice squad says right there. Practice squad. Now, this news did not come out yet at 6:43 here as I make this video, but it will come out eventually here. You'll see that Titus Leo now fills up that final spot for the Eagles practice squad. Now, we got a little bit of news earlier in the day. Not such good news. Now, this one's definitely going to make people jump ship. Jalen Carter out for Monday night's game versus the Chargers. We've talked about this shoulder issue he has had, and they've mentioned it here for a few games, and he has definitely not looked the same. Well, he is getting a procedure, not surgery, a procedure to both of his shoulders there. So whatever needs to be done to get ready for the playoffs, he's doing now. I'd rather him be healthy for the playoffs, miss this game, maybe another. And they're calling it week to week. So not going to place him on IR, but you are going to not have him this one and maybe the next. We'll see how long it takes. But I want him healthy for the playoffs. And I understand a lot of people want stats. They want, sacks and whatever else. I want to win enough to get into the playoffs, go on that run and win the Super Bowl. That is, for me, the most important thing. But for the stat watchers out there, that might not go well. And definitely not going to go well for the interior. We talk about Ty Robinson. Will the young man get a shot? I think so now. I'd rather him be playing them. We talk about Byron Young. I know a lot of you guys that watch a show like him. Not the biggest fan. I just think Gabe Hall on the practice squad would be better than him. So we'll see what the Eagles decide to do. But I would keep Ty Robinson active, go from there. But with that injury to Jalen Carter, let's look at the rest of the Eagles, what they've got going on here. And Lane Johnson, with that foot injury, they didn't put him on IR because they said might only miss a few games here. So we'll keep our eye on this one. Maybe he will be ready for Monday, but I don't know. Now, I already listed Jalen Carter as out because that's what they said. Now, they don't have him listed. I don't know why they don't do that, but whatever. He's out. Now, Zach Bond, Dotson, Gibson, Phillips, all limited there with their respective injuries. So good news for them. I will keep you up to date tomorrow and the next day. Saturday will be that game status report. You'll know who's out and questionable. Let you guys know if they, get better, get worse, whatever it is. Daily updates always. Hinton trying to come off of IR and Marcus Epps as well. So two guys, full participants, great for them. Looking good for their opportunity to come back here. But clearly, Jalen Carter being out, that blows. Lane Johnson being out, that blows. It starts in the trenches, and both of the trenches have struggled. Now you just lost both of the best players on those trenches. Not great, ladies and gentlemen, but this is where you dig deep. You find yourself and you prove to yourself you are a champion. So Eagles, go do that. Everybody else can jump ship. We Sickles will be right here waiting to see you guys get it together. Now you've got yourself a tough opponent in the Chargers, and hopefully you were able to check out the show last night, went and checked out everything you needed to know about the Eagles' Week 14 opponent, the Los Angeles Chargers. Go check that bad boy out behind enemy lines, and you will get to know everything about these guys heading into this. But one of the things I always like to keep you up to date with is those injuries. So tomorrow you'll get an update of that injury report of both teams during that top matchup show. But let's look at the initial for the week here for the Chargers. And we all know Justin Herbert. That's the news everybody's watching. His left hand just had surgery, but looks like it's going the opposite of Jalen Carter. For him, he looks like he's going to play. His coaches make it sound like he's definitely going to play. So limited participant today. Good news for them. Also, Amari in Hampton, they're trying to get him off of IR. He was limited today. Good news there. And then the other guy on IR, Otito Ogbanya there, he was also a full participant looking to come off IR. The guys that didn't practice, you've got Bud Dupree, Tucker Fisk, and Deshaun Hand there. And then you've also got some depth pieces there. Quentin Johnson as well on that list. And then both your left tackle and right tackle limited participants today. And those were the guys that were playing left and right tackle last week. So that's where they're listed at. But that's it right now. What I've got for you for the injury report for both teams. If you guys have any thoughts on this, who you would like to see step up, some other ideas, practice squad, whatever it may be, love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Whatever you got going on up there, I'm always down to talk some birds. I hope you're all having yourselves a great week. As I mentioned, I will be back tomorrow with the top matchups show. So you'll see the top matchups for this game, along with that updated injury report, the standings, the stats for both teams. You get to know everything about both teams before we look at those matchups. Nice little show, I believe, that puts it all together for you to get ready for this game. But all I've got for you here and now, but would love to hear from you. And doesn't have to be about the birds. You need anything, feel free to reach out. Always here for you guys as you are for me. Love each and every one of you. Hopefully you're enjoying the holiday season. Oh, it's already chaotic and cold as hell, but let's effing go. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!